global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Right now Fubara is probably at a crossroad on really where he should stand. Just a few hours ago, the president of Wike have spoken his mind, literally saying, I warned you to Fubara, and of course giving him insight of what is going on behind him. And of course, women Bavarians are really short of words on how Fubara reacted during Pa Edwin Clark's situation, and they have made up their mind to speak their mind on this matter. But let's dive into the news proper to find out exactly what is going on. But before we do that, kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's start with what Wike is saying right now to Fubara, and then of course we'll go back to what Bavarians, especially the women, are saying concerning what Fubara said concerning their effort to restore democracy in Rivers State. Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Nyesom Wike, has accused some governors of instigating the lingering political crisis in Rivers State. Now, during a media chat, Wike attributed the face-off between him and the suspended governor, similarly Fubara, to the influence of some governors. The minister, who confirmed that Fubara has commenced a peace move by actually visiting him with two governors from the All Progressive Congress APC, mocked Fubara, saying those who pushed him are still enjoying their seats while he is out in the cold. Governors came pushing him. Where are they now? I think the governors are enjoying their own. They're enjoying their own. Fubara is a young man. I warned him. I say, look, go this way, and you will not have problems. Wike also stated that the lifting up of the state of emergency earlier imposed on the state by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu may not end the crisis. He said, and I'm quoting word for word, assuming that we don't settle this problem and the state of emergency is called off, has it ended the problems? No, because the assembly will still be as firm as they have been. So the crisis will still be there. They will not pass your budget. Which means Fubara is in for a lot of problem. I guess that's one of the reasons why Fubara decided to react the way he did, because honestly, he's in the center of the storm and only him understands exactly what he's facing. But that is not an excuse for him to have said what he said during the Pa Edwin Clark memorial. And this is what the international multimedia journalist Dunu Kogbara has voiced strong disappointment over remarks made by Rivers State Governor, similarly Fubara, during the tribute event for the late elder statesman Chief Edwin Clark. Now, speaking during an interview, Kogbara said she and many others felt deeply hurt and betrayed by the governor's controversial statement that his spirit has left the government house. Well, many of us felt betrayed. Many of us felt betrayed. I honestly felt as if someone had just given me a kick in my stomach. I said so. At the time, several people contacted me and said, what did he say? Did he really say that? Kogbara recounted. The event, which was meant to honor the legacy of Chief Edwin Clark, a revered nationalist and Ijaw leader, took a dramatic turn when Governor Fubara used the platform to express his frustrations with the political climate in Rivers State. His statement has since stirred mixed reactions among political observers and members of the Niger Delta community. Kogbara, who knew Clark personally and has covered Nigerian politics extensively, said that the timing and content of the governor's speech were highly inappropriate. She noted that many of Clark's followers were shunned by what they saw as a public display of delusionment at a time of mourning and tribute. This was a solemn moment to celebrate the life of an icon. For the governor to insert political and personal grievances into that setting was not just disappointing, it was a betrayal of the values of Chief Clark stood for. Kogbara added, now the backlash highlights growing unease within Rivers State political circles as Fubara's comment continued to spark debate over leadership and loyalty in the region. Many Nigerians have been reacting, and to say the least, Wike is telling Fubara, You went and you moved with the governors. All the governors that were pushing you are still enjoying their seat. You are in the cold. And Kugara here is saying that even if you must do anything, even if you don't feel like saying, must you say it during the tribute for Pa Edwin Clark? And must you even kick them in the stomach by, playing down on all their efforts, to restore democracy? My colleague is in the house. With all of this playing out, what's your take on the fact that everyone seemed to be blaming Fubara? Even Wike that is trying to realign with is also blaming him for not coming, for not even aligning with him from the very beginning. What's your take?
Well, I think this way the classes that Fubara skip in politics. That's why we saw him misfiring left, right, center, and exactly. But be that as it may, it's important for us to know that right now the situation on ground demands resolution. I've heard a lot of people talk, and some people are of the opinion that after all this bwahaha, that the so-called House of Assembly will continue from where they stop. In other words, that they are now still going to approve his budget again and blah, blah, blah. That's pure rubbish, because as far as Nigerians are concerned, all the move by the president has resolved everything. The move by the president, suspending the both houses, like telling them, you guys are messing up. You don't know what you're doing. So right now, I don't think that they will go back and begin to revisit those things, because if they revisit those things, the problem will come back again live. And I can assure them that even if they decide to take that position, they would not nail Fubara, because a lot of people will stand up against it. After all, imagine someone being suspended for a particular crime that have been committed, somebody saving a jail term, only to come back again, and you want to retrieve the money that he stole from the person. It doesn't work that way. He has saved the jail term. So I don't think that will be possible. But I think that as at this point, it should be a period of, how do I put it? It should be a period of reflection. Yes. It should be a period where all of them needs to sit together and see where they all went wrong, because whether we like it or yes,
Wike believes he went wrong in any way.
Yes, he knows, because at the end of the day, we are sitting back to watch a system or see his state being suspended, being known to be the only democratic state in Nigeria, because that state is he may not care, but it will be written down. It's something that everybody would have to still revisit at a point, because I know that after all these noise making and enjoying governance and power and being like, the most favorite minister and all of that, this whole session will be over at one time. And then a lot of things, when the issues of politics will be talked about, a lot of people will visit all of this. I can assure you, at one point, most people will never go to him for any advice, because unfortunately, he didn't do what he was supposed to do, as at the time expected of him. Most Nigerians, and some of the things I heard yesterday in the town hall, they talked about a situation whereby even the president would have waded in and said, okay, the sitting governor cannot, because he's the one running the show, he cannot have lesser people in the government, and someone who is an outsider have more people. That it happened, I think Saragbe was the one that was making mention of that it happened in Bayelsa State. And what did Obasanjo do? He called both Jonathan and Timi Alaye also, and he told them, come on, I know what is going on, politicking, godfatherism, and all of that. What will happen is you take 30%, you take 70%. The governor took 70%, Timi took 30%, and that had been, that whole thing was run till the end. And that was what we were expecting the president to do. But come on, this is not the time to begin to throw blame. I feel that this issue will be resolved when all of them see that they are wrong and they come together. Don't forget, as we're talking, it's a stranger that is enjoying all this money right now.
All right, let's go wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section.